Yeah, do it.
Hey, it's time for scoops, baby. Scoop, scoop, baby. Scoop, baby. Scoop, baby. Scoop, baby. Scoop, baby. Scoop, baby. Scoop, baby.
Can
Scoop,
somebody add
baby.
Nick? I
Scoop,
can't get her
baby.
in here.
Scoop, baby.
Oh, there we go. Never mind.
Scoop, baby. Here we go, here we go, here we go again, girls. It's the weekend and okay, then chillin', my ice cream, minding my business until we all go live, and you wouldn't believe it. I swear we share the tea, we spill it. You know we got it going on like something kinda wicked, wicked. Love to kick it. We're not shy, we're just sober and opinionated. Licking ice cream like it should be lit. Come to Instagram to chill for a bit. We don't know what we'll do, but we'll entertain you. So what the hell? Let's get the sober scoop, scoop, scoop.
Yes.
Now we just need you guys doing backup vocals on there.
I'm ready. Nick, I had the very intention of making a milkshake version of your Cadbury cream mocktail, but I ran out of time. So I just made a Cadbury-based sundae, but I used your food dye and the whipped cream, and I added Hershey syrup.
Perfect. Oh my God, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, Haagen-Dazs vanilla bean, and it's now a groupie mess because it melts so
favorite.
fast. Mm-hmm. That's my Cadbury cream egg mocktail sundae.
Nick, what do you have? What do you got? What do you got?
Oh my God. So I have Afters. Afters is kind of this bougie ice cream place that it's right next to my work. I've never been to. It says the Diet Club on it. It's super cute. Bougie.
Yeah.
Let's talk more ice cream. Ice cream is my religion. Count blessings, not calories. I mean, they're speaking my language. And so it's a mint cookie and a cookie monster, but the cookie monster one is totally Tonix colors. It's like turquoise. And I'm just like, I'm hoping to end the show with the Tonix ice cream. So
I like your layered approach. I like it. Brooke, what are you dishing on tonight?
Okay, so I got Vashti Rose. I stopped there on my way home today from doing some running around. I got chocolate hazelnut. And this is like the cutest little ice cream shop ever. It's a local Port Moody ice cream. They do artisan ice cream, very bougie as well. But the owners were actually gym owners. They own like a fitness gym, and they decided to open up an ice cream parlor in their fitness gym that's all natural ingredients. And the one I got is vegan, and they make their own cashew milk in-house.
Yeah. Wait, you can do cardio and eat ice cream in like one location?
They actually promote it, yeah.
In a town called Port Moody. Okay, so let's work on a TV show after this, but and then I am trying the frozen farmer, and it is Frobert, orange flavored Frobert. I love orange sherbet, so I thought I would give it a try.
Yum.
So what is it's Frobert?
Frobert, so
what does that mean?
Frozen dairy dessert, more decadence, less calories. I don't know. I just thought maybe I could eat the whole thing and it would not make me feel as bad as the whole thing I ate last week. So
yeah, there's like two problems with this whole thing. Is one, I'm a sugar addict, and two, I have anxiety. So I start really early. I get set up like 15 minutes early, but then I've already downed like an entire thing in my ice cream before the show, and then like 2 minutes too, I was like scooping in some more because this was completely empty.
I just have to say that my sundae has melted, and it looks like 70s wallpaper has like melted on the bottom of my cup. That yellow and brown and cream. It's like, remember, Alysse, our kitchen when we were kids, it was like yellow, brown, and cream. It was like this.
I remember vividly.
Yeah.
I actually still have our dishes that we ate off of as kids that I use now.
Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know, Staci and I are sisters, and my name is Alysse. I am one of the founders of the Sober Curator, and I just like to hang out with my girls on Sunday nights and eat ice cream. And so we figured we're hilarious when we do it together on the phone. So we thought we would entertain all of you. you may or may not think we're hilarious.
I'll go next, I guess. I'm Brooke.
Yeah.
I am one of the hosts at Seek Purpose, the podcast, and co-founders of Seek Purpose Collective. I also co-host Sober Pop, which is Wednesday nights on Clubhouse with Alysse and Tonix Mocktails. Okay, that's embarrassing. I can't remember your name for a second.
That's okay. That's okay. Are my teeth blue?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite right now.
Anyways, yeah. So I'm really excited. I love hanging out with you, ladies. And Nick is your name. I know your name now, but it just like left my brain because we're live.
Sugar high.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Nick, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. So hi, I'm Nick with Tonix Mocktails, and I'm happy to collaborate every week with the Sober Curator for Just a Merry Mocktail Monday, bringing you elevated topics on how to up your mocktail game at home. And also, I create a specific mocktail every week for our Clubhouse event for every Wednesday. And this week is podcast. So I did a little homage to my girl at Seek Purpose and Katie Mack with Fucking Sober podcast. And so I'm really excited for everyone to see it. And I don't want to talk about what it looks like, but is it on my nose too?
No, I was just it's a secret. Plus, I wanted to show off my sticker fingernails. I just wanted to show those off. So, okay.
It's a nice psychological trick that if you do this, you get people to be like, is there something on my face?
My God. Oh, thanks, Drink Nope. Drink Nope just said
Nope. We love Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Sister, introduce yourself, sister.
All right, I'm Staci. I am a licensed mental health counselor in the state of New York and the founder of River and Stone Counseling. And I am the voice behind the Daily Llama. Every week on the Sober Curator, you get 5 daily meditations to supplement your whatever else you do for your wellness. And every now and then I'll have an idea for alter and egos. I gotta bring that back into the game. It's been a minute since I've written for that. But yeah, those are the 2 ways I contribute to the Sober Curator.
Love it. Well, you ladies, let's get to this week's scoop. I don't know if you guys peeped out my social media feed this weekend, but I really brought my Peeps game, my Peeps diorama game strong. So now is the time that you can feel free to compliment me for my originality and creativeness.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Ew.
That was impressive.
It's still set up on my dining room table because I don't really know what to do with it now. Like, I spent all these weeks working on it for like 15 minutes of pictures and video. And so I'm like, now what do I do with it? I ate some of the Peeps. I did eat some of the Peeps. But
I feel like it needs to be in a museum. Like,
right.
That it is epic.
A sober museum. We'll start a sober museum.
Well,
yeah.
The many things we are doing.
Add it to the list.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like it could be Easter holiday decorations because the Peeps still have to, eat or throw out. Maybe they'll last until next year. I don't know.
I think they're like Twinkies.
You bring it out every year. It kind of reminds me of, this past Christmas when I decided to recreate the nativity using toilet paper rolls. Like,
it's basically just like that.
It's a craft project from the heart using materials that you have or shop from Michael's and just recreating little scenes. I feel like that is the hobby of the pandemic is to craft.
Or it's apparently the hobby of us, the sisters, to craft weird stuff because
or it's just us.
It could just be us. It could just be us. Well, I had fun doing it. I'd always wanted to make a Peeps diorama. And when I Googled drug and alcohol treatment center dioramas, strangely, the only one that existed was a sugar rehab, which we might all need to go to by the time the series is over. But yes, I had fun recreating 28 Days. I got a little ambitious and was going to act out every scene. including like the ropes course scene and the ending scene where like they do the musical. But I kind of petered out. Like, I don't know if it was too many peeps or what it was, but I petered out. But I thought for my first go round, I brought a strong peeps game. And yes, I will keep all the props minus the peeps. I don't know if those are going to keep. They already feel kind of crunchy. But I will just keep adding to it. And so that is my peep update. Live on Easter 2021.
When you first started talking about it and I was visualizing it in my head, it was literally far exceeded my expectations of what was going to come out of a Peeps diorama. So good job.
Thanks. Thanks. So what else went on this week, ladies? What
I got diagnosed with ADHD.
Woo!
Does that mean I have it too because we're sisters?
Probably. I mean, okay. if you have it, if I have it, you definitely probably have it.
I would be very shocked if you did not have ADHD.
You are like definitely, more than me, for sure.
Maybe my version is ADHD.
Oh, touche.
See what I did there? Okay, so you have ADHD. You're diagnosed as an adult woman. How to tell us more about this?
So, kind of came out really weirdly. I wouldn't think that I had it because I'm not a hyperactive person, but when you go through a lot of the symptoms, it explains basically my problem with living. So, what happened was a dear coworker passed away. His name is William Keith Breland of Brooklyn, New York, and he was my work husband. And I loved him dearly, so may he rest in peace. Bill, I know him as Bill. And I went to go pick up my friend Catherine, who was my supervisor where we worked in Brooklyn, and we were driving in to go to the wake. And she told me she was diagnosed with ADHD. And I was like, oh, tell me more, because we are a lot alike. And the ways that we're both Geminis. We both married men named Mike. We have matching engagement rings. We process things the same way. We work the same way. We kind of approach therapy the same way. We just bond. We're like twins. We're like twins from other mothers. And so she told me she was diagnosed, and she was like going through the symptoms, and she's like, forgetfulness, check. Tendency to procrastinate on things that you are either find overwhelming or not important.
By the way, your Daily Llama article, I don't have it yet, and it has to be up by tomorrow. So
you'll get it after this.
Okay.
That's it. Procrastination, feeling chronically overwhelmed, right? Disorganization, starting projects, not finishing them. What else? Emotional dysregulation sometimes, where you have a hard time managing emotions when your stimulation is just like, you're overly stimulated. You can just kind of like, have a hard time managing. Just a lot of different things. And I was like, okay, yeah, that could be me. Blurting out, interrupting people, not meaning to, finishing somebody's sentences, not meaning to. Really worked on that, So this was just very eye-opening. And then, of course, I find my ADHD women on TikTok. Thank you, ADHD women of TikTok. You're bringing me some hope there, So yeah, so that's fun, because now I get to look back at my entire life and be like, oh, that's why I did it that way. That's why that happened. So it's very interesting. High functioning, because I was very successful in school. So I think, number one, women are often underdiagnosed with ADHD. And number two, sometimes the way that your ADHD present, when you can be really good at school. So hyperfocusing is one of the symptoms, the ability to hyperfocus when you're really interested in something. And I just happened to be really interested in school, so I could hyperfocus on it. Mm-hmm. So, had I not been interested in school, my life would have been probably pretty different.
Does that explain why I was so interested in drugs and alcohol?
Fun fact, that undiagnosed, untreated ADHD, what I read was is linked, right, with a higher probability of substance use in women. So,
Cocaine especially.
well, it explains why when I drink coffee, I feel normal, not wired, right? Like I could drink coffee and go right to sleep. And I just thought like, and I used to brag about that. Like that was something to brag about.
I used to do
take
lines of
stimulants to be
cocaine
perfectly
and go
calm.
to sleep. I would just snort a line and go to sleep. Like that was totally normal
That
for
was
me.
it. I could do 4 shots of espresso and be like, I think I'm going to take a nap now. So
I remember doing speed for the first time and thinking, is this how normal people feel always? Because it just feels like this is how I should function. It was actually definitely one of the reasons I kept doing drugs and experimenting with drugs, because I was like, wow, this feels like good. Like, why doesn't everyone want to do this every day? I don't understand. Nick, was it you that was saying you self-diagnosed through TikTok? Or was that?
Yeah. Yep. Everything just started to make sense. There's a lot of really helpful people on TikTok, and what a beautiful app in this very strange way, right? Like, of course, there's a lot of bull on there, and so it takes me 20 minutes sometimes because I'll go side research some facts because there's just facts flying all over the place. But the ADHD part was really interesting because it similar to what Staci's saying, it just made me feel like, wow, that's why I do the things I do. And just like to have it make sense finally, like the interrupting or the 1,000 projects. I have literally, if I even told you what I'm doing right now today in my life, like I have probably 45 plates spinning and no one knows all of it. Like you guys don't know I'm in school also. You guys don't know that I'm writing a bar program for somebody in Santa Monica. Like I have like 50,000 things going on, and it just does. And, I never really understood why I do half the things I do, and realizing the ADHD thing kind of just made it all seem so much better. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
got diagnosed in December, actually, after my brother passed away and my mental health kind of crashed. I went and saw a psychiatrist, and he looked at all my stuff, and he's like, has anyone told you you've had ADHD? And I'm like, no, but I've been told I have bipolar. I have like all these other things that I got diagnosed before I got sober. And then after I got sober, I was like, oh, I'm going to be perfect. Everything's going to work out now. But there's still these things I couldn't figure out how to do, like just like keep a house clean, or if you saw the desk here, it looks ADHD. And, just like keep on top of my bills or get projects finished, or remember, like one of the things on the list is like, do you forget things? So that's one of the things he asked me. And I was like, do you mean like strollers? Because I've lost 2 $500 strollers now that I just forget to put in the back of my car. I forgot to like blow out candles last night, forget where your keys are. So I've been developing these tools to try and help me get things done better and more efficiently. And now that I know what it is, I'm able to work with it. And I've been talking to other women that have it and getting some really good tips on how to like create habits for yourself, like cues to put your key up on the hanger to make sure you do it every time. And yeah, there's some really good tips out there. TikTok's actually an amazing resource, which is just hilarious because it's supposed to be this app for kids and dancing, but it saved my life. Although I did almost leave my husband because I was sure I was lesbian for like a week because of TikTok.
Like, do you end up on Lesbian Talk, or was it like did they also self-diagnose you as lesbian? Like, I was on Lesbian Talk. Yeah. It was just thirst trap after thirst trap. And I'm like, well, TikTok's going to show me, like, maybe TikTok knows something I don't know. And I kind of like this. I called my lesbian friend in like the middle of the night. I was like, am I a lesbian? Like, how do you know?
In my ADHD, I forgot my sexual orientation.
I mean, I tried it once and it was but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm still out on that. I'm not gonna like cheat on my husband or something, because been there, done that. It wasn't fun.
Oh. No, but those thirst traps will get you every time.
Every time.
Those thirst traps. Listen.
It's insane, yeah.
No judgment.
Okay, thank you. But I found out that was very common. A lot of housewives were saying they ended up on lesbian TikTok and were questioning their sexuality. So at first I was on lesbian TikTok, and then I was on married mother TikTok that got thirst trapped and thinking about being a lesbian TikTok. So I found my people. I realized this was normal. And yeah, that's enough about me today. So
I feel like I need a map for TikTok. I didn't even know all these TikToks existed. I mean, I've just been stuck on the dogs and clothes TikTok for a couple months now.
it's a whole bread talk is one of my favorites. So bread talk's good.
Oh, I'm on conspiracy talk. That's my jam.
Okay, speaking of conspiracies, I think we were going to talk a little bit about some aliens tonight.
Yeah.
We're also, by the way, we're not able to keep to our 15-minute time constraint on this video like at all. We don't even get started until the 17-minute mark. So,
well, it's for women with ADHD.
It would explain why we're not able to keep it to 15 minutes. So,
well, we'll figure it. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out so we don't just like go off. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. So, Staci, do you have a report for us? I mean, you were so knowledgeable last week with your Suez Canal information. What else can we learn from you this week?
Right? Yeah, it was unstuck.
You know, the canal has given birth. The ship has gotten out, so we're all relieved. No, but it is, you know, getting ready for the next wave of top secret files about UFOs to be released this year. You know, they declassified a bunch of files last year. So it's not about whether or not you believe UFOs exist. They exist is the point. And, you know, there's a lot of conspiracy theories running amok out there that are just really interesting. Especially with the timing of COVID-19 and, you know, everybody's getting vaccinated. And some people out there are believing that COVID-19 and the vaccine were released to kind of prepare humanity for the commingling of alien life with us. What do we think about that?
Listen, I'm all here for it. I mean, there's some like conspiracy that like we ourselves are part alien because there was other beings that came here and extended their life force by mixing their blood with primates, and that's how we became. So there's I'm down. I'm probably part alien. I resonate with that.
Does this mean that maybe there'll be like a release of like behind the scenes footage from ET that like never been seen before? Like
ET's probably some real shit too. They probably like, oh, we're just look at this cute little guy. Isn't this funny? The government knows about this. It's just like how they say like, oh, they'll just like kind of tell you what's going on. So when it actually happens, you're already kind of like open to the idea. You're like, oh, that's cool. It's like ET instead of like it just happening, you know? Or like Stranger Things. I heard Stranger Things is actually like a real story. Like there's like government experiments on like people with cognizant abilities.
Do you like my Stranger Things sweatshirt?
Oh,
that is cute.
I
that
just
is
realized
adorable.
I'm shoving my boobs up into the camera, but
oh, that's cute.
okay, so Aliens, HDAD, and Peeps Dioramas. It's been a busy week. What do we have to look forward ahead? So, Nick, you're working on the Just a Merry Mocktail Monday.
Yes.
Can you give us a little secret of what we might see tomorrow?
We're going to talk bar wear.
So like clothing to wear when you're making drinks?
No, but we could. Possibly. More like how to shake it. Shake it, baby, don't break it. So that, yeah, good times. Different, you know, I won't spoil the fun, but just different ways of how you can use different tools to help get you what you need to do as far as shaking up your sensible mocktail. And podcasts. I'm really excited about that because I think it's super cute. So
great. And Staci, what's up with the Daily Llama this week?
Well, so, you know, I like to do a subtle theme for the week. And this week, the subtle theme is around spring cleaning. So we're going to be seeing meditations on decluttering our minds and our hearts and our souls, as well as our physical spaces. We're gonna see some meditations on order and how to bring order back into our world and sifting through things. We're gonna have some key words about spring cleaning.
Does that mean I have to clean up my Peeps diorama? Yeah? No?
Just leave it out, and then every season add a different kind of character. So if it's not Peeps, maybe it's like little American flags for like 4th of July. I don't know. What's the next
Halloween candy.
Labor Day? Like little construction workers or something?
We'll get those Arbor Day tree planters.
It's Memorial Day. Get little like G.I. Joe guys.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to definitely do that. Brooke, what do you have coming up on Seek Purpose tomorrow night, and what's an update on Just for 24?
Tomorrow night, we have the founders of Recovery Army and We Are Warriors magazine. Some amazing, actually they're couples. And yeah, so they're going to be on tomorrow night on our podcast. And we are actually having a meeting before that to talk about Just for 24 and how we can support their cause, because they're doing some really amazing things. And Just for 24 is like 420 meets the Ice Bucket Challenge, but for anyone that is sober or sober curious or supporting someone sober. So what you do is stay sober on April 24th and visit us on our live show from 1 to 4:30 p.m. PST on Facebook, and then go live yourself or share a post about how you are having fun sober. And you don't have to be in recovery to enjoy this day. It's kind of just like 420, but stay sober instead of smoke weed. So.
Yeah. And there's a special mocktail for it too. I made a special mocktail just for 24, just for 24.
Yeah, actually, and then we have some restaurants that we're talking to. So hopefully we're going to have some mocktails being served just for 24 in bars and restaurants. That's in the works. I don't know who's coming on board yet, or if we're going to get anyone this year, but that is the big plan for, especially for moving forward, is to get. So if anyone knows any restaurants out there that would like to have a Just for 24 mocktail available so that people can still hang out at their establishment, but stay sober on Just for 24.
Love it.
Love it.
Yes.
Well, that's a full week. We also have Sober Pop coming up on Wednesday at the Clubhouse app. If you're not already in the club, feel free to DM me offline, and I'll happily get you an invitation to join the app and then hopefully join our club this week. The theme is podcasts, and we have a full guest lineup this week. Let's see if I can remember everybody. Well, obviously, we have the Seek Purpose ladies are there, Brooke and Suzanne. We also have Katie Mack with the Fucking Sober podcast. We have Pop Buchanan with Monk Healing and Sober is Dope. I think a Sober Girls Guide's going to be there, right? Jessica's
I'm pretty sure Jessica's coming. Yep.
Yes, she's going to be there. We've got the recovery guy going to be there. There's just going to be a whole bunch of sober podcast pros.
Love.
So if you've ever wanted to start a podcast, this is the Clubhouse you should come and ask all the questions. All the questions. All right. Well, should we have our special song take us out here, Brooke?
Heck yes.
If you guys didn't catch the song at the beginning, Brooke has made a custom song just for this amazing video IG podcast that we listen to and eat ice cream every week. Well, every week until we decide to do something else, because we all have ADHD. So who knows? Who knows? I have no idea.
Hey, yeah, it's time for scoops, baby. Scoop, scoop, baby, scoop, baby, scoop, baby, 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 scoop, baby, scoop, baby, scoop, baby, baby, scoop, baby, scoop, baby. We need to make up a TikTok dance to this. Here we go, here we go, here we go again, girls, it's the weekend and okay, then chillin', my ice cream, minding my business until we all go live and you wouldn't believe it. I swear, we share the tea, we spill it, you know we got it going on like something kinda wicked, love to kick it. We're not shy, we're just sober and opinionated, licking ice cream like it should be licked. Come to Instagram to chill for a bit. We don't know what we'll do, but we'll entertain you. So what the hell? Let's get the sober scoop, 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 scoop-a-doo, scoop-a-doo, scoop-a-doo,
Brooke, you've had a little work done. and I love it. Very Kardashian.
Thank you.
All right,
so much.
everybody, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week, same time, same place.
Bye.
Bye.